It's time for, it's so cheesy. I'm gonna taste some mead. So these are the original meads that I made. I have showed you guys some of what I did, not the making of them, but you know, the racking and the bottling and blah, blah, blah. So it has been quite some time for all of these, and I'm gonna taste them and let you know. Now, if it's good enough, actually no, I'm not gonna tell you the recipes to any of these because they're bad except for this one. Well, this one's okay. Let me explain. I have tried these. I have had some of these, and the only ones that I feel confident showing anybody are these two. And that's gonna be the banana. You remember that weird banana mead? If you watched that video, it had some really, really weird lees. And it tasted really funky. It had this super odd flavor at the end that was like, it was gross. It doesn't taste like that anymore. I personally don't really get banana, more cinnamon, because I did let it sit on a cinnamon stick for like 2 months, so. Okay, now I think this is the first mead. I'm pretty sure. I'm a dodo head and I didn't really label the red ones. I'm pretty sure that this over here was the lavender blackberry. That sounds delicious, but it's not. It's like this one's a mixed berry. Sounds really good, but it's not. Okay, let's just do this. So if I'm correct and this is the mixed berry, I started it last December. So it's old now. When I first started mead making, I was a lot like many other people when they first start exploring the world of mead. You look up a recipe online and what pops up? Immediately, there's a website called Grow, Forage, Cook, Ferment, and the recipe is super basic. You get a carboy, you shove a bunch of fruit in it, some honey, and you let it go. Oh, and you add raisins for nutrient. That's the other thing. A, I didn't use enough honey, and B, I did not use enough fruit. I used EC1118, and I put in like 3 pounds of honey, maybe, and not at once. I started with like a pound or 2 of honey. Anyway, it just smells like medicine, to be honest. No, that's not fair. It has blackberry, blueberry, and raspberry in it. I mean, you smell a tart. There's a berryness happening, but it is also extremely dry. It's not good. Oh, it's just not good. Oh, no. It's just safe to say that my first mead was a complete bust. It's not good. Now the problem is, I made like 3 in a row. You know, I had just started learning, and at this point, I hadn't read any books. I was just looking at recipes online. I hadn't even really watched any YouTube videos at this point. I was just basing everything off of forums. For anyone who is new watching this, anyone who maybe hasn't made mead yet, I highly recommend that you read at least one book. The Complete Meadmaker is something that like every mead maker owns, basically. It's a very, very well-rounded book. It's fantastic. It gives you a lot of really great detail. And I highly recommend watching some YouTubers. Obviously, if you are watching this video right now, it's what you're doing, so congratulations. All right, so my second mead is a banana. I didn't really degas my meads when I bottled them, obviously, because that like blew up. And there's no carbonation. It was just whoosh, like fog. There was a fog that came out. Now this mead gave me a lot of trouble, let me tell you. So right off the top, I smell cinnamon. It's really not much of a banana. It's very, very cinnamony. I mean, I guess there is a little bit of a banana. It kind of smooths it out at the end a little bit. This one's definitely improving, actually. The first one, not really. It tastes a little bit less medicine-y, but I don't think that one's gonna get good like ever. I mean, this one's okay. It's not anything to brag about. It's just kind of okay. It's still kind of weird. Okay, now this one, there was a straw, or, oh my God, this mead is already getting to me. This is either the Blackberry Lavender plain or a Blackberry Lavender that sat with oak. I think I had it on oak chips. Have I had this one? I don't think I've tried this one yet. Just a taste. It's just a little tasty. Oh, I don't know. Oh no. I'm worried. It kind of smell, oh, it smells weird. Oh no. Oh, it's weird. What did I do? How did this happen? It's too dry. You can taste a little bit of lavender. I think it's just a lavender. I don't think this is the oaked version, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I didn't label it, but it's not good. It's really bad. Oh, I don't want to drink any of it. Oh, it's so bad. Saying it might be good in a year is giving it way too much credit. It doesn't deserve any credit. It's bad. It's just bad. Okay, let's have the traditional now. This is my 4th mead. Now, by this point, I started watching YouTube channels like CS Brews and Man-Made Mead, which I still watch all the time. I really like both of them. Just started watching Doing the Most. And all 3 of them do things a little bit differently, and I really encourage that, not just if you're new, but for everybody, is to kind of just experiment with different things and see how different people do things, because there isn't like one standard way of brewing, obviously. There's a whole list of additives and things that you can put into your meads. It's just whether you do or don't want to do that, and different ways of adding flavor, and anyway, all that stuff. All right, this one might spit at me too. So anyways, this mead was based off of a CS Brews recipe. I don't remember which mead recipe it was. I think they've remade like a traditional 2 or 3 times now, maybe. This is the first one where I used yeast nutrients. I think I used like black tea and orange. I did put the orange in primary, and when you look at a lot of professional recipes and stuff in books, you notice that they put orange or any citrus juice in secondary. Oh, this is nice. This is the first one where I used enough honey. I just did it right. There was no guesswork. I wasn't like trying to figure out some recipe that I found online. It smells like honey. Bless, it smells like honey. It doesn't smell like medicine or anything weird. This is the first one where I was able to back sweeten too. I tried to back sweeten these first 3, but because I had used such a strong, high tolerance yeast, back sweetening didn't work. I would have to put like 8 pounds of honey in for that to have worked without using sulfates. If you use something like EC1118, you're probably going to want to use sulfates to stop it so that you can sweeten your mead, unless you're aiming for a very dry mead. Well, now you know what not to do and kind of what to do. I made some mistakes and I made some bad mead, but you know, sometimes it's just what you got to do. You gotta make some bad mead to make some good mead. You learn from what you do. The only unfortunate thing is it takes a while to learn what you do, because mead just takes a long time. It takes a while to age and to really figure it out. So, oh, I don't want to drink it. God, I'm like really buzzed right now. What time is it? 4 o'clock in the afternoon. At least I don't really have to do anything else. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what your worst mead has been. Make me feel better. What did you screw up on? Let me know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.